Alright guys, we're back on the 96. We got the seats out of it. We haven't cleaned all the stuff out of the front of the truck. We're about to start cleaning it out today, later this afternoon. We're going to start today. You see we got some rust spots right there, and then a big dent. We got most of the dent out. We still got a pretty good dent right here. We still got this hammering. We got to do some patching right here on these bad spots right here where the rust was. But right now I'm going to start taking all this trim pieces off, and so I can sand all this back down because this rain was coming in, so I had to cover it quick. So I grabbed some spray paint and just covered it so it wouldn't get rusty. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take all this trim off, and then we're going to start working patching this rust, and then I'll come back on here in just a little bit and turn it back on. Give me just a little bit to get all my tools gathered up. Alright guys, now what we did is we pulled that trim off. They make a wheel to take that glue off. It's glued like this. What I just use some old wore out sandpaper. It don't matter. It's going to be 40 grit, 80 grit. That was sold 240. You know, and I just kind of scrape it all down best I can. That's just old sandpaper, take it off. But you can see where this truck was hit. That's our main focus on our body work today. Try to get these rusted spots welded up. We had to do a lot of hammer work. Try to get this out right here. We try to slide the bed back. Get back here to get that. You see where it's pushed up right there? All that's got to be hammered. And we got to try to get that out. I'm not sure if we're able to get it out where it looks right, or if we have to put a patch panel in there. I'm not sure. We're going to figure that out as we go. But right here where it was hit, we got most of this out, but it's still it's cracked right here, so that's got to be fixed. It's got to be welded today. But anyway, we're going to get back at it as we go. I'll keep you guys informed, keep updating as we go. So I'll turn you back on just a little bit. Guys, now yesterday we were getting all this rust out of it. We had rain coming. You can see the stick clouds right there. Anyway, so we were in a hurry. It's starting to rain. We had to cover the metal up. So I grabbed some Rust-Oleum paint as fast as I could and put on there. I do not ever recommend doing that because it is a pain in the ass getting it back off. But you see we got all the rust cut out of it. All the rust is gone. What we're going to do now is we're going to try to get some more of this dent out real quick. We're going to try to patch these holes and see what we can do. But we'll try to get most of this dent out real fast before we start that. Anyway, I'll turn you back on in just a few minutes. We're going to kind of keep you going as we go. And I'll holler at you in a minute. Alright guys. Now we got cut out, got it all cleaned off, all cleaned up. Here's our patch panel. And we're going to weld it in. We still got to do some more trimming. Of course, this hole's cut smaller than the panel. That way we can kind of come up to it slowly so we make sure it fits. We'll dial everything in. We'll get that corner, get it all put back in there. And as we start, I'll start recording some more here in just a minute. Kind of trying to bring you guys along on the trip, you know what I mean, as we come through it. Anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll do some more. It's getting hot though, so it's about time to go inside for a little bit and drink some water because it is hot. So clouds are starting to come over. Wish they'd come over a little quicker, but they're not. But anyway, it's a 96 Dodge. We're going to keep working on it. This here, whenever we had it open, there was a lot of rust in here. There's a lot of rust back here where it was hit in the bed. We had to move the bed back. But this whole back piece back here was completely rusted out. So we had to cut it out and get rid of it. But now we got to make this corner. So we got to make this curve. And but yeah, it ain't that bad. We'll lay it in and we'll bring you along for the ride. Hold on. Alright guys, now we're trowel fitting the patch panel in here. And Jason's getting ready to weld it because Jason's my welder. That's my welder right there.
How you doing?
So he's going to do the welding. We're going to start in right here. When I cut the patch, I cut a little bit wide right here so I can fill that in. But it is what it is. We're going to come across real slow and work it all the way around this back corner. And then I can't video and hold the camera and help welding. So anyway guys, we'll come back on a little bit more as we come across her. We'll show you. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, we got most of it spot welded in. We had a burn through right here, over here, but we got a spot welded, got to clean it up. For the most part, the patch is in. It looks pretty good. So now we just got to finish filling in the welds and grinding it and getting it ready for skim coated Bondo. But it's been a pretty good day. We've been starting to sand and just kind of working through that patch panel, so it definitely looks pretty good. Anyway, we'll keep you informed as we go. I'll keep posting, so you guys can follow us on YouTube. Alright, 96 Dodge. Rebuild.